Well, that's weird. I think he's gone.
Brady, right?
No, it wasn't Brady. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Yeah.
It was a YouTube video that I watch occasionally
It's Rob.
of a guy. No, it wasn't Rob, but hi, Rob.
I got
It was a YouTube video of a guy. I'm hearing beeping. I love this guy. He he's a millionaire actually. Can you hear him, Mom? Well, actually, you can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me all right? Would you let me know? Ah, dude. Let me see if I can all right. So anyway, hello everyone. I see Rob there. Good, great. You can hear me.
I can't see.
So very interesting evening last night. It's all right, Mom. We'll deal with it. Um, Mom didn't get home until well after midnight last night, and she does not do well up late. She's usually horizontal by about I don't know 9 o'clock. So, but we were all revved up because she had gone home for the kids' birthday
great
party. Yeah, and she had a wonderful time, right, Mom?
Oh, they're beautiful little children.
Yeah, and so and I love that. I love that, they were able to
Oh,
spend some time and have a good time and that was good. But we didn't get to sleep till probably 2, I'm guessing. So,
2:15 actually.
yeah, so we're
But
working
he's
just a little
sleeping.
bit slow. I am really, really sorry about this. I didn't mean to go live and I certainly didn't mean to introduce you to my friend. But anyway, getting back to this guy because he's really super cool and I'll post a link for him since I'm talking so much about him in my live stream. But what I love about this dude is he goes into a grocery store and he seems to hang out at the same grocery store. I'm not sure where it is, but he gives away money. But he's a really like unexpected character and he does things that kind of make people like go like this. Like the one I was just watching earlier this morning, he walked into the grocery store and this woman turned around and she was getting something out of the refrigerator case and he took her whole cart and took it up to the front and started checking out her groceries. Like checking
What?
out of them for yeah, right. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Yeah." Anyway, he says a bunch of stuff, but the long and the short of it is, he pays for her groceries, whether she needs it or not. And like he'll follow people out to their car. Anyway, I just love this guy. But welcome. I'm so sorry it took me a little time to get together. My name is Michele Lau.
We have Rob, Jonathan, Rosemary, Sharon,
Oh, hi
R.A.,
guys.
Kathy from VA, and Rose. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. This is where we
What
all get
is good?
together and we talk about diamonds weekly and what's happening in the world of diamonds at QVC specifically, mostly because I work as a consultant with QVC and I work as an advocate for you. And so I have easy access to photos and things like that where we can talk about styles and trends and, what's going on in the world of QVC. Well, this last week, we finally, I felt like I birthed a baby. We finally, I don't know what that feels like, but I can imagine um, bought the TSV necklace out. And I have never had such excitement surrounding a necklace. My goodness. We had, by the end of the day, tens of thousands of them that are going up to Happy Homes, and they're so pretty. So I'm really glad. Some of you may have started to get them by now, and if you did, if you wouldn't mind putting, your good, bad, and ugly in the chat, I'd love to hear your feedback on them. We've gotten really positive feedback on it so far, but I love it. I love mine. I hope you love yours. And it was just a really, really fun day, tiring day. Mom was gone all week, and then I had 2 like very, very long days. So luckily, I have very good friends who stepped in to help me out. So thank you, Olivia, and thank you, Diana, for helping me this week.
Oh, yes, that was sweet, sweet, sweet.
Nice, really nice. We're going
Yes.
to get into this cover girl in just a minute, but first, the studs are back. These are the studs that I was telling you about, or have told you about so many times, that Mom literally sleeps in. So when you open the box, Mom, can you tell everybody? I know you're busy. I can see your fingers flying over
Do
there,
what?
but tell everybody how you felt when you opened up the box and saw your 1 carat studs for the first
Oh,
time.
you're kidding, right? Or how I feel every day when I wear them.
Have they been out of your ears since you bought them? I'm just
Not
curious.
much.
Not much?
No,
I
not
thought I
much.
saw you wearing your little hoops one day, but they work also well if you're double pierced with, hoops and things like that.
Well, I was kind of testing
Yeah?
for my double piercing, which is in the same bucket list as the
As the
butterfly on my,
tattoo.
yes.
Yes, that's gonna be a big day.
I love them.
There's
They're so classy. I catch people noticing.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
beautiful, and mom's not a real fussy person, like, she likes to leave them in for a while, like, they
put them
go
on at
day to
home.
evening. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're just so elegant and
Oh,
so
yeah.
simple, and I love
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Anyway,
Cleans me up.
$89 is where they start.
Amy said she feels like it's romper room when I wait for them to read your name while holding up the magic.
Remember that? Romper, bomper, stomper, boo, tell me, do. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
right.
with Amy. She's pretty bold now. I'm not in the room.
Yeah, we might have to start that. That might be a fun thing. We
All
could do
right.
a little diamond in front of my face and do the romper, bomper, magic mirror or something.
Don't do that. All right, what's
Anyway,
in
so
it?
the quarter carat is $89. They're on 5 easy pay today of 18 bucks, and they're real diamonds. These are diamonds that were grown in a laboratory, not hundreds of miles beneath the earth's surface, but they are, make no mistake about it, not a simulant. They are chemically, physically, optically diamonds that you can buy in a 1 carat size just like Mama Pat's for $389. They come in white,
Oh,
which is I know, rhodium plating over sterling silver. They also come in 14 karat gold over sterling silver, and if you choose the 1 carat size, they're on 5 easy pay of $38. Hard to resist. Well, if that's hard to resist, you guys are going to be really happy to hear this next bit of information. You know, people get excited during event days and sometimes they forget to check out of carts. That happened with the 2 carat studs. We sold out of them right away like a flash. There's some back in stock, but they are super limited. So because you always get the scoop here first, you might want to check back when something like that happens because if you're watching today, you're going to get them for that 689.98 price, and you're going to get them on 5 easy pay of 138. That is 1 full carat in each year. I'll tell you what, it is such a good price. Terry Kahn ended up buying 4 pair. So she's giving them, yeah, she's giving them to everybody. She had never seen them in person. She just flipped, fell in love, and she is so generous with her family. And so that's what she's going to do. If you know Terry's family, don't tell them. They're getting them, I think, for
well,
Christmas.
she might be watching.
Christmas in July, this is what I think what got her going. Christmas in July is coming up really fast. And stuff like this doesn't last during Christmas in July month. You know, people get into the whole spirit of July and getting set for the holiday 6 months out, and they just all disappear. But I think there's onesie twosie. So you're really lucky you're watching today.
Laura
Now,
Rose
prices
Beauty.
change, quantities change. So today, right now, when I say today, I mean like right now on those. Laura Rose Beauty is here.
Yes, Kathy from VA.
Kathy from VA. Huh? All my good friends are here. This is
Oh,
good.
and Rose.
And Rose is always for me and with us, Mom. She's awesome.
What?
Hey, newbies, thank you for watching. If
And
you are
I.
brand new, please subscribe. I got to get this horse back on track. So yeah, we'd really-
Careful.
I'm not
Okay, here
calling
we
you
go.
anything.
Okay.
It's all about her. All
I'm
about
so
her.
tired. You could call me anything today.
There's one more size that's available, and that's 3 carats. A
Oh,
3 carat set of studs is 1.5 carats in each year. They're under $1,000. So they're on 5 easy pay of $200. I'm taking way too long today. Sorry, a little wordy. Here's Shawnee Sue wearing the 1/4 carat. Now, again, she's got a beautiful stack of earrings there, but the studs, I think, kind of separate the beauty of the other two. I love that she put it in the middle. She's very fashionable. And for 89 bucks, that really, I think, kind of solves a problem in her real estate there with the triple pierce. It separates a lightning bolt from the other and just makes them all look better. So Father's Day is coming. If you're thinking of Father's Day gifts, you might want to consider that. Aday's got the other end of the spectrum on. She's got the 3 carat. So I wanted you to see the two of them together so you get an idea for the difference between the 1/4 carat and the 3. Okay. So hopefully that helps you make a decision. Oh gosh, I was really excited about these being back in stock. I posted picture upon picture, but here they all are in their real true self. I kind of got close with the camera. Love them. The gold is 14 karat gold over sterling. The backs do come included. One of the shots didn't show them with backs on, but it did show the 2 notches on the post. Not all earrings have that. And what that does is give you the ability to adjust it so that you get a perfect fit, whether your earlobe is thin or a little bit thicker. All right.
ask if
So,
they can see you.
can you guys see me? I got
Yes.
hearts saying that they could hear me earlier. I'm assuming that means they could see me as well. And they probably would have said something in the chat. Mom, it's
Oh,
possible.
they're Thank
Everything's
you.
good? Okay, so it's just you. Well, if you need to gaze upon my beauty, you can just look over this way. That would be good.
And you are
Mom.
beautiful. Yes.
All right. This next ring, I think the reason I fell head over heels for it is it reminds me of my mom, Mama Pat,
Oh,
your mama rater today, if I haven't introduced you properly. It looks like butterflies down the shoulder, and we're really into butterflies over here. I truly believe that when we see butterflies, we're seeing family members. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. How about you, Mom? You feel that way?
but well, that's what I'm
That's why you're thinking about the tattoo. I set you up for talking about your
tiny,
tattoo on your
tiny,
hiney.
tiny little yellow one on the inside of my ankle.
Oh, you're not getting it on your hiney anymore.
Oh, oh,
She was never getting it on her hiney. But the
oh,
inside, it might actually might
oh,
not hurt as bad on the hiney, from
oh,
what I hear.
stop that.
Well, from what I
Hi,
hear, the ankle,
Rayanne.
there's a lot of bones.
Hi,
Brienne,
Rayanne.
hi,
Creative. I'm changing the subject.
Brienne,
Welcome.
Brienne Creative. I love it when the artists
Isn't
visit.
that cool?
Yes, tell us about your art. I want to hear about it in the chat, okay? And if we can't address it right now, everybody else will be able to read it, and I'll read it after the fact. But and meet Laura Rose. Laura Rose is also a very creative individual. We've got a lot of them here. We actually have designers that visit us from time to time, jewelry designers, and that's always a really big treat because then we're able to talk with people like John DeGangi and some of the other folks and find out what's going on firsthand. So I love that.
We've now made it to the second of
I know I'm really
the list.
wordy today, aren't I? I'm
Yeah,
sorry. All right,
I
so
am
let me
too.
give let me give more information. This is 3 1/4 carats of a mixed marquee ring. It's under $3,000 for 3.25 carats. When you're shopping for Firelight, you get a lot more for your money. Now, I recognize that this is not walking around cash for most of us. So just know that you can also split it up into easy payments at QVC.com of 5 easy pays of $600. Right now, today on the queue, you can purchase the yellow version in size 4 through 7 and
Oh,
9, no, 4 and 7, 9 through 11. And you could have it sized. Let me show you this a little more close up of the yellow. In the white, we can offer you 4 through 7 and 9 through 11. I think it could be sized gently, but there's so much intricacy here. I would really prefer if you bought it in the size you intended to wear it. They're big stones, and I just wanna make sure that the architecture of the ring, because it's made for the size, much like shoes are made on lasts, so that you can get the 7, proportionally right from the 8 or 9. The same thing with jewelry making. In fact, it's, I think, even more important because you don't have a lot of give, right, when you're wearing it. So it was $3,700. It's now $29.99 on sale. Big summer sale, because summer loving happens so fast.
so good.
I can't sing, but I'm here to help.
I hate
All
it.
right. I know you hate it when I sing.
Oh,
You should tell me I have the voice of an angel, by the way, being my mother, but that's okay. I
look,
remember
I'm 86 years old. The closer I get to angels, the more nervous I get.
you're hoping they sing better than me. I get that.
Oh, they will, but I mean,
Oh my
all right,
goodness.
come on,
Oh,
we
they
gotta get
will?
going.
Really? Oh,
Well,
they will? Here's the shoulder. Again, I interpret it as butterflies. A lot of people interpret it as flowers. It's just a really unique ring and really cool. I think it's gorgeous. Here it is on my hand in the studio last week. I just put it on and quick took a picture, even though I'm not supposed to do that on the set. But it was just overwhelmingly pretty in that light. All right, so want to take you on down to these solitaires. Yep, they're back in stock. And this one's almost gone. The white gold version is gone. The yellow gold version is in size 5, 7, and 10. These are the 3 carats. The 3 carat is the size that I wear in the round every day. I didn't wear it today because I got a little something else to show you later, in case you haven't seen it already. But it is in 14 karat gold, and the kicker on this is that it's $2,899. Most engagement rings in the US today, according to brand new marketing information,
three
are
carat.
running between, yeah, in the retail stores, brick and mortar, are running between $5,500 and $7,500. And so that's whether it's lab grown or diamonds from the earth. All people are doing if they've decided to go lab grown is they're just getting bigger ones. So they're coming in with the same budget, and instead of getting diamonds from the earth, they're going, giant. I like 3 carat. 3 carat. In fact, I just had a conversation with one of my customers. She DM'd me and she said, you know what, you're right. She said, what I like about the 3 carat is that it says I'm worth it. but it's not too overly flashy and it looks more elegant. I think it's the sweet spot in sizing, so much so that this is what I wear. I wear the Brilliant Round. Now, why did I buy the Brilliant Round? Because I'm going to show you some other cuts too. At the time, I just wanted the most sparkly, big, beautiful, clean diamond I could get. These are VS Plus Clarity, which means they're going to fall between flawless and very slightly included. They're also HI, which means near colorless. And by the way, hello to all the guys who are shy and sitting in the back that are not interacting. I would love it if you just put a hello or where you're from or something. We are growing like crazy in our viewership with the guys because I think here on YouTube, there's a lot of men that use YouTube and you're looking for information, right? Like you want to understand how to buy a diamond. So the 4 C's are what you kind of use as your guideline. The 4 C's were actually developed by the Gemological Institute of America, not for me to give this information to you necessarily, but for gem dealers and lapidaries, et cetera, anybody in the business that was in other sides of the world to be able to communicate using the same language so that everybody they were doing business without even seeing the product because they could understand it. So between very slightly included and flawless and near colorless, this is a round shape with a brilliant ideal cut. It doesn't get any better. I love mine. I know you're going to love yours. What are you saying, Mama?
Wow.
It is really special, but you don't like yellow gold, maybe. What are we going to do about that one? I got an idea. Let's go to pear shape. Pear shape. I call this the Amy Strand shape because
Yeah.
she bought a 5 carat actually, which looks great on her. It's just three
Wow.
carats better for me. Yeah. Even though she's a little bird of a girl,
She's tiny
yeah, I
too,
know,
but it
but
looks
she's got a big
great.
personality, right? And it looks really awesome. I'm not dissing the 5 carats. They're really special. Just for me, for every day, this is where I decided to go. And if you join me in that opinion, you're going to love the fact that I can offer you size 5 through 10 in both white and this way, Michelle, yellow. So what makes a pear shape a pear shape? Well, it's very hot right now. It's very on trend because it has this kind of tie between modern and vintage, right? So the teardrop shape is bottom heavy and it gives it the look visually of a much weightier, bigger diamond, weightier diamond. And what it is a hybrid cut where they combine a marquee cut, which looks like a football, with an oval. And so the most important thing, whether you're buying from QVC or QVC.com or whether you're buying anywhere in the world, is that the cut be great. You want the cut to be excellent in this particular cut. You can kind of, fudge a little bit on some of them, and we'll talk about that. But on a pear shape, it's so important because if the mathematics are wrong in the cutting, whether it's from the earth or lab grown, you're going to see dark spots. There's going to be a very visible black bow tie if it's not done right. See, diamonds are more than just about the material of the diamond that comes from the earth, it's about the math. And firelight diamonds are grown in chemistry and cut through mathematics. So, if nothing else today, if you're just interested in diamonds and how to buy one for your sweetie that you met this summer, and she wants a pear shape, you have that information to take away. Again, if you're here and you need more information, you can always reach out to me at hello@youaresolidgold.com. You can put your question in the chat if you're comfortable doing that. But please do subscribe, okay? Because that way I know that I'm hitting the mark on what you need. All right, next up. The next one. Oops, why do I keep doing that, guys? Not enough caffeine, obviously. Oh, I wanted to show you the settings. These settings
Okay.
are so pretty. It occurred to me when I was putting this slideshow together that I was discussing in my head, and now with you, the shape of the diamond so much, I neglected to talk about the beautiful, graceful line of that setting. This is all solid gold. Look at how this comes up. I love this, how this comes up and it twists and intertwines and then almost like branches on a family tree, right? And then it holds together. So, with the prongs, and the prongs are rounded at the top, not sharp. This is another point you want to look for. Literally rub it against your hand, rub it against your shirt. Make sure that it's really smooth because if it isn't smooth now, it's going to cause you nothing but trouble later. So, you want a ring that's going to be super comfortable, one that's going to be, your personality. So, I think it's special. In white and yellow, we do have 4 through 11. I do have a new obsession or a recent obsession. It's awful. I can't get my head off of it. I can't get my mind off of this cut. The next cut is a radiant cut. We're going to be seeing a lot about radiant cuts on the 24th of June. So but the one on
Oh,
the 24th of June is not going to be of this size. So it just depends on what you want. If you want a solitaire with a 3 carat, weight, go here. But what this, I wanted this included today because I wanted you to be able to see what a radiant cut looks like really tight before the day even starts on the 24th. Again, this is a 3 carat, which is an enormous radiant. We've sold a lot of them in the, let's see, radiant. Oh, we have size 4, 5, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. So we
oh,
sold out of the 6 and the 7. That would have been a better
oh,
way for me to say it.
interesting.
Isn't it beautiful? Look at this. It's got that cracked ice kind
Yeah,
of
I
look.
like that.
Yeah, where other cuts, like the round that we were talking about, the pear, I'm going to show you the oval. These all have 58 facets, which is great. You get a lot of light play. Everything is good there. But they figured out, and this is so modern, they figured out a 70 facet arrangement,
What?
70 facets in a radiant cut.
How would you like to cut that?
Well, you better be good at your job.
I guess so.
These are specialists really that usually cut the radiants because they are very, very tedious, very difficult. And it is insane between you and I wouldn't tell QVC this, but it's insane to offer them at the same prices that you offer your rounds, your
Wow.
ovals, your pears. So if you were to say, I can't decide, Michelle, which one do you like the best? I'm going to tell you the radiant because I think it's the best for the
Wow.
cash, just for the labor. All of these are on 5 Easy Pay of 580. So you do have that option. Here it is in white. Can't decide which one I like better, but they're both really, really nice. And you can create two-toned looks with these by putting, ring guards on either side. You can, wear it as a fashion ring on your right hand. It just to me is screaming wedding piece or upgrade. If you've been
Oh,
thinking about upgrading your piece when you got married, maybe you could afford a nice 1/4 carat. Now you want to upgrade to a 3 carat lab grown. Woo! I know it was hard for me to change from my first, and maybe you feel the same way. My first ring was actually Grandma Clara's ring, and I wore it for a long
wow.
time. But then I took it to a jeweler, which I always do, to have it inspected. And they said, "Ooh, you know what? There's some prong damage here. I'm afraid you're going to lose the
Yeah.
diamond." And I just could not bear to remake her ring.
Yeah.
It's over 100 years old. So that's why we upgraded to 3 carat. And I hope you join me in this because it's really, really great. This ring is spectacular. It's J445141. Again, if you love radiant cuts, you're going to really love the 24th. And if you stay with me to the end, I'll show you exactly what it's
Wait
going to
now,
be.
J45.
This is still J445141.
Oh,
Here you see the oval.
yep.
The oval is the last and final one. It comes in white and yellow. I just really liked this shot of her. It's in size 5 through 10. If you want a bigger look for your dollar, the oval is the same carat weight as the round. But if you were to put them
Yep.
side by side, the oval is going to look bigger. It's going to look more expensive. And the reason for that is the oval's got a longer table, the top facet on the diamond, it's flatter, longer, and it's going to be a more shallow cut. You'll still get a lot of light play, but you won't get the same kind of scintillation that you do with the brilliant round. So it's just a matter of what is your hot button. Do you want the biggest one that you can get for the dollar? This will give you that biggest look. If you want more light and rainbows, then go with the round. There's a reason that the round is the number one best-selling shape and cut in the world today. It's because it gives you the maximum light play. So hopefully that helps. And if you have any other questions, again, feel free to reach out. Again, I'm going to ask that you, if you wouldn't mind, do subscribe. I've got a couple more things to present to you, and
It's
then I'm going to be
free.
spilling the tea on an upcoming TSV. That's right. For the first time in the 9 years I've been here, I've got 2 of them in 1 month.
Oh my
So the
gosh.
first one is this little necklace, which is so cute. And by the way, it's still available. It's got a guaranteed wait list on it, but it did go up a little bit in the price because TSVs are always
I have
super
a question
spectacular.
from Ice Buds, and I think that's Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, how are you?
Can you bring back the 5 carat firelight hoop earrings, please?
You talking about the ones with the baguettes? The ones that are made out of baguettes? Oh, no, no, no. She means the ones
Hoop.
like mine, only a little bigger,
Yeah.
right, Kathy?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna, you know what? And I think you asked me this over the weekend too, didn't you? You really want this. I'm gonna definitely talk to the buyers about seeing if we can get another order in. Who
Yes,
knows? Maybe even on the 24th.
she
I
could,
don't know.
yes.
But I will definitely ask. I never know if what the availability is in the world of jewelry, and it does take us a while to put an order together, but I'll ask for sure. Absolutely.
And Tyrone, I
Hi, Ty.
don't know if I'm understanding this right, but he loves gold rings with, it came across as sliver. I'm wondering,
Oh, I know what he means. He likes
do
a,
you?
yeah, he
Of
likes a,
course you do.
well, it's, yeah, it's a term. And
Oh,
I
I
want to
didn't
know
know that.
though, like, what would you like to see on a sliver ring? I would think maybe baguettes for you, but let me know in the chat,
Oh, I'm
okay?
so glad I asked.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Good.
ask. I love it. I love this. This is the fun thing about it is that we actually get to impact, don't we, Kathy? We get to impact what happens at QVC. And it just feels very good to have this nice, safe group of people where we can
Oh,
kind of say
yes.
what we want, freely. And I hope you do feel comfortable. I mean, I'm comfortable enough to wear a t-shirt to sit up with you here in the morning. Mama Pat sometimes doesn't even get out of her jammies. No,
Oh, I bet.
I'm just
Well, that's
kidding.
true. That's when
No,
she doesn't
one
want to be
time
on
she'll
camera.
never hear the end of her wearing her pajama bottoms.
Oh God, I was embarrassed. I
Just
was so afraid.
one
Uh,
time. Anyway,
talking about
yes.
friendly people,
Yeah.
I didn't really respond because I didn't know what to say, but
What
Ace would like to know if you could be his girlfriend.
is this our Ace?
I have no idea.
So, I don't drive, everybody. I have a vision impairment, which has progressively gotten worse over the years, but to the point where I can't drive. And, I don't want mom out there wheeling around in the middle of the night
You
from the
don't.
airport either. So, the very first friend I ever made here in Westchester
Oh,
was a gentleman named Ace. And he was my black car driver, took me to QVC for my interview. I felt so posh, but we got to talking, super nice dude. And, older guy, married, kids, but it turns out he owned the limousine company, which was
oh,
crazy.
he's a
He
sweetheart.
just came out because he didn't have a driver and he picked me up. Well, we've been friends ever since, 9 years since. And mom and I, whenever we're not comfortable driving at night or something happens, we'll call them and they accommodate us. So Ace Limousine Service, two
That's
thumbs up.
right. Wonderful driver, James.
Yeah. Oh, and James.
Yes.
James is a sweetie.
And Dante took me there. I mean, we know him, but
They have mom on speed dial. All right. So
Rob would love a men's style 1 carat firelight diamond ring for a man, and I bet your pave set. No,
he
I'm
might.
imagining that.
I saw the reason I'm looking at you blankly is I saw a ring just the other day that I thought, "Ooh, that would be really nice for a guy." It was in the shape of a shield, which I thought was
Oh,
cool. And my husband, yeah, he was a fraternity guy back in
oh,
college, and their symbol, Sigma Chi, has a shield. And I thought, I wonder if Ron would like that. Yeah, check that out. It's a shield diamond ring at the .com. But I'll see if we can't bring some more men's stuff in because men's jewelry and diamonds are exploding, exploding. And you see it everywhere. You see it during the drafts, you see it out on the baseball field, you see it everywhere. And I can't believe that some of these guys are wearing, I mean, really expensive diamonds and chains out on the baseball
yes,
field and
they
football
are.
field, and they are looking good, man.
We're
I
kind
love
of
it.
running short.
Well,
Amy
you're the one
says
that
I'm
keeps
so posh
interrupting.
I take limos. Well, she hasn't been with me driving at night lately.
We'd rather be alive and posh
Yes.
than in a ditch and looking terrible.
And
All right.
wearing diamonds.
And wearing
Okay,
diamonds. All right.
yes,
So
hurry.
quit interrupting me then.
Shh. All right.
She could talk all day. We don't have a time limit over here, but I am going to move on because this
Yeah.
blue diamond has. If you've been looking at it, you've got to be thinking, "Oh my God, is she ever going to talk about it?" It is amazing.
Oh,
It is brand new, and it all but sold out. We have like 1 and 2 available in all the sizes. This is the white gold size, which comes in size 4 through 8, and then in size 10. This looks better in person even than it does here, but I more or less put this in because it is in really short availability because I wanted you to really get a good look at what nice lab grown blue diamonds should look like. This is the color that a blue diamond should be ultimately. A lot of what you see in the market, if it is available at all, has been treated. And when you treat a diamond that would have been blue naturally in Mother Nature, but just hadn't gotten there yet, when you treat it, it gets almost black. It gets very, very dark. Now, I still really like that rich color, but this is if you want to buy a blue diamond and you want it to be at its ultimate, this is what you want to look for, right? So it's only $449, which just blew my mind. And they weren't even going
oh,
to air it. They didn't, the guys at Q didn't really understand what it was, right? Because not too many people have ever seen a blue diamond to their, credit. And we got to the end of the show and they're like, oh my God, we ran out of time. We're not going to have time for that blue diamond. And I said, "You got," we went to a break, or I muted it, actually, is what I think I did. I said, "You guys, you got to show this because people are going to go crazy for this ring." And sure enough, they did. It is also in yellow, and again, limited quantities all across the board. I think the yellow is really nice because you have kind of a two-toned look where the white diamonds come up and around and through. So it's a symbol of the journey of our lives. It's a symbol of lives intertwining. It could be your wedding band and your engagement ring all rolled into one. It is in silver, which means those smaller diamonds are going to be safer longer. And you always want to take your jewelry in and have it, have it checked over time. But yeah, this is a real cutie pie, and just an amazing value at 3/4 of a carat for 449.98. It also leads me into our last look, which I'm going to show you at the TSV that's coming up on the 24th. But one more item first. Here's the back side. Here it is. See what I mean? It comes up, it's loopy, but it doesn't sit too high. And I like that. It looks sort of casual. This is the first time this happened during the show at QVC and QVC.com. And again, we use QVC product to demonstrate and to talk about diamonds here. Both Jane Tracy, who, Jane, the queen of QVC, she did jewelry 40 years ago. They're celebrating their 40th anniversary, and she's been doing jewelry a long time. I've been in the business about as long, honestly. But we both put this in our cart that night. So that should tell you something, because both of us are super persnickety. Jane more than me, probably. I tend to love them all, but more choosy about what she buys. And this floats on the neckline. It has got an upgraded box chain on it. I say upgrade, and you're like, box chain, what's that? Well, a box chain really is an upgrade, and it's something that I think you really need to consider changing in your wardrobe if you've got other pendants that you want to keep, because it is the best style of lightweight chain on the market today to keep your jewelry safe around your neck. They're so strong. When you look at them, they look like a series of boxes that are linked together like this. And I always say this, but remember when you were a kid and you were on the playground, especially the boys, they'll relate to this. Pull my hands apart. I'm so strong, right? You tried to pull their hands apart and you couldn't get them apart because of the way they were cupped. Well, this chain is manufactured in the same way. So the chain's a big deal, but the diamonds are more of a big deal. You're looking at marquise cuts that create this cross. And this is cross season. We're talking about weddings, we're talking about confirmations, communions, birthdays. This is probably a little much for a child mom, so this I wouldn't recommend, but we're getting in lots of crosses right now that could be worn by men, women, and children. This I think is more of a men/women piece. So it is $399.98, which to me was mind-boggling. I want the white one, but they come in white and yellow. They're on 4 easy pays of $100. So yeah, so very beautiful. Now I'm going to go backwards in a moment through the slideshow, but I do want to tell you a little something special, or show you a little something special. First of all, what I wanted to say to you is this is a good week for diamonds. I've got one hit on a brand new item. It's called the Cross Bangle, coming up at 3 o'clock on Thursday. There's a whole hour on Q2 of
Oh,
affinity diamonds on Friday at 2 p.m. And there's another affinity and affinity gems hour at 11 p.m. on QVC2 on Friday. So your days are Thursday for one quick hit, 3 o'clock, and then Friday all day long. There's jewelry all day on Q2. It's been really fun when we've been doing this, but no further ado here. Check this out. This, if you haven't seen it, those of you that have, please indulge me. And I would really love your feedback. Don't think I've worn the pink one yet to show everybody. So I think you're the first folks that are seeing the pink version. This ring is coming up as a TSV on June 24th. So with the TSV, in case you're brand new here on YouTube, what we do at QVC is we launch a product at midnight, and then it runs until it's gone throughout the day. And it's always at a value price. I got word that this is going to be under $2,000, which is crazy. It's all in gold. And here's why I think it's so special. We hadn't even consistently been able to manufacture pink diamonds. So to have enough
oh,
to do a vivid color TSV was really a challenge. The diamonds that you see, you love it too, Mama.
oh,
Isn't it
God.
pretty? The diamonds that you see left and right this is the one I was working on, the one I designed.
Oh,
Those are
it's
trapezoidal diamonds.
gorgeous.
And then there's pave setting down the shoulder. Now you know who I went to get this done, right? When they told me to design my dream ring, I said, I only want to do it with Ethos. Ethos is a female run company that gives opportunities to women that want to be in the jewelry business. And so I wanted to give them our business because they're doing so much good in the world. They've got over 100 female designers that work for us, work on our projects. And this one turned out really, really nicely. So anyway, I could look at it all day, but
You
pink is
can't
not the
even
only color. You can't even what?
you can't even imagine the sparkle.
It's so pretty.
I tried on the blue one. Oh,
That is nice.
oh,
That color blue that we saw just a minute ago?
oh,
Yeah, we did it in a blue version. The yellow stole my heart. You see so much color
oh,
in the
it's
yellow
just
version. And then, oh, breaking news. Because of you, again, because you guys impact what we do, and we were able to pull this off. I don't know how, but you wanted it in an all white version, and we're going to do it for the DSV.
really.
Yes,
Oh, I
fingers
tried the blue
crossed.
on and I'm
You're enamored with that blue.
oh
It is so nice. You know what I like about blue for you and for me is that our birthstone is a blue topaz, which I love blue topaz.
oh I do too. Oh,
And I have
I
some
never
blue
thought about
topaz, but it's a nice, more durable way to wear our birthstone. Same thing with the yellow for citrine,
I
you
like
know?
the fact it's a gentle color
It is. It's very
without
soothing.
being dim, without being garish. It's absolutely perfect.
For a couple of old tired girls here,
We got good
chickadoodles,
taste.
we really hung in there today, and I'm going way over time. So
I'm
I'm gonna
right
say
back
go
to bed.
I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Mama and I are probably gonna take a little nappy.
All right.
Do you want to come over and say hello or not today?
Wait now. Oh no, I'm going to do it
You
because
are? Okay.
yeah, I look like an old lady, which I am. Um, who was it that's Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob said if I live closer to you both, I'd love to drive you to QVC.
Oh, Rob.
Wouldn't we have
Hey,
fun?
Rob, that picture you posted this week was really handsome.
I wasn't on my iPad
You'll
except
have to check out Rob Piper.
oh
He's a cutie.
man, I'm old.
Come on. You were on a plane until midnight last night. It's
Yeah, but
okay.
in
Mama
between
pat
there,
everybody. A little round of applause or throw some hearts if you don't
I'm
mind.
glad to be back. But
We're glad to have you.
I have beautiful, beautiful great granddaughters. Um, and I had such a good time. In between flying, I got off one plane,
By
got in the
yourself?
car. We drove to, yeah, of course. We drove to,
Of course.
we drove to
You drove
a long ways away. They're very, very private, but a long ways away and drove back 12 hours.
in
Then
two
I got
days.
on a plane, came home.
Okay, get out. You got a nap to take.
Thank you,
Thank you for
everybody.
coming and getting up so early after being up all night. I really
I haven't
appreciate
been to
you.
sleep yet, so
Okay. Do subscribe, and we will see you on Monday at
it's free.
QVC.com. Yeah, we are free. She's easy.
Thank you for coming. We really, honest to God, we really appreciate you all.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
This covers my bags.
Oh
God
my God.
bless.
Goodbye. Thanks. Uh oh. I forgot how to do this.